my god, that didn't click.
Comics Plus, what is going on? My name is Akasan.
Hey, it's Marta.
And here we are, the latest episode of Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin, the Reiner. The main guy is Reiner. That's what this show has been building up to all this time. Reiner is the main guy now. Forget Eren. No, I'm just kidding. Eren, he returned somewhat. Well, we know where he is, where he's been. He's manned up. Long hair, don't care. Missing a few limbs, but he's handsome as fuck. Real nice. Looking real
Yeah, he
good.
had that smolder, that like.
Right?
Oh,
I'm like, yo,
I'm gonna secretly get you guys. You have
I might
no
only
idea.
got one eye. I might only got one eye and one leg, but I'm damn sexy. So we're gonna see how it goes about. Again, my biggest theory is the fact that they legit just his crew chopped them up because nobody would ever expect him to go through that length to go in as a covert agent or learn more things about it. I feel like, again, there will be conflicts of interest here, is that Eren might start feeling for some of these people in the camp when he comes out, and the same way Reiner has been feeling things for the Eldarins, being that double agent. That's going to affect Eren and everybody else. But like I'm saying, I think Eren, Mikasa, wherever Mikasa is, their whole crew. Well, I kind of have an idea what Mikasa looks like. I actually have an idea of what the entire crew looks like, just based on the promotional photos that they've been going around right now with Japan. So just spoiler warning, if you really don't know what they want to look like, this is just a theory. This is totally a theory for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and let KR show some of these videos that I took now. So this is just from like the Konbinis.
Is that Mikasa in the?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so she has like a chopped haircut.
Yeah, but you can only really tell because that's the scarf.
The red scarf. Yeah.
The red scarf, and then,
that's definitely her.
Yeah. Then I see like most of these people. I have no idea, like that, right?
Oh,
who are these people, right? Which I only glanced at it for a quick second. Obviously, that's Levi. Things like that. That looks like Sasha. What's his name?
I think his name is Marco.
With the parent, Marco, something like that.
I think so.
So, all the promotion has kind of been going on in Japan over here. So I've been seeing that, but that's as far as I've dove into. Definitely last year, for season 3, the promotion was much bigger. But at the same time, to keep in mind, there's been little to no audience for advertising around, like everybody else. Right. It's kind of like I Am Legend around here, where it's like dead quiet. And even though we do have people going around, it's not the same amount. So there's not a lot of advertising being put into like the main sections anymore. So it is what it is. So and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you out there. This will be the last.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Yeah, this will be the last video that we do for 2020. So sorry about the
delay. God,
but we were celebrating. So I hope everybody had a good one. And we'll get into this. Anything?
Yeah, let's do it.
Anything else that needed to be said, or what?
I'm trying to think. I think kind of to add on to your theory, because I agree with your theory. I have a feeling that Reiner, like, we've already seen him break mentally. I will never forget that scene where he's going bananas and like switching between his two like personalities and really struggling with his identity.
Soldier, I believe.
Yeah, and in the treetops, in that one season.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe that might trigger. Maybe he might get triggered again. I think it would be interesting to see him get triggered again and how he'll handle it this time around, being in a different environment. So I think that would be interesting. I'd like to see that.
And I always thought it was very interesting because I think up in season 3 or maybe season 2. No, I'm gonna say season 3. When we saw that moment where he was flipping out, and it was Brutto, however you want to pronounce his name. That was like, who are we talking to? Are we talking to the soldier or the warrior? And that's when he kind of flipped, right? And I always thought I never really thought about that meaning until we find out that the whole program that they were inserting these kids into is called the Warrior Program. So that meant a lot more. And then we also realized in last episode that Reiner wasn't even in contention from the beginning to inherit the armor Titan. So that's a whole nother crazy thing. But all right, let's just go ahead and get into it. Full reaction is available on Patreon. Make sure you check out the channel there and check it out. Supporting the channel, supporting what we do here, making sure that we can get paying KR to edit these videos for free for you guys to provide the free version on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Pay the man, because YouTube doesn't. Your latest reaction to the Attack on Titans, and this is going to be season 4, episode 4, starts now. No, he's not. I mean, technically it's his family, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Use the kid.
So his name is Kruger, like Freddy Krueger, right? Oh shit! Wow.
Oh, the whole
that's
family.
what I'm saying. Nandato. Ah, okay. Oh my god, that dude is huge.
That dude is massive.
Right?
Willy.
He's definitely a Titan. Look at that dude. That's what I'm wondering. Which one's the Warhammer, right?
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
I'm thinking it's him, but it may not be.
I don't think it is. Too easy.
Yeah, it's definitely right. That's
I
a
think
good
it's the old lady.
question. My bet is, I'm wondering, it's either him or the Pope looking dude, but that would be too obvious.
I think it's the old lady.
Marleyan
Conscription?
Oh wow.
Oh, I smell trouble.
He's like, fuck that. I'm trying to win this war, son. Not give up. Is that the way she sleeps? Right? Damn.
Racist.
I mean, look at where we're.
She's having none of it.
I bet you watch one of these kids get stabbed and shit last minute. I bet you Gabby be that kind of girl to shank that dude last minute. Like, I guess I ain't got no problem.
No.
I ain't got no competition.
It's my Titan.
Oh, okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, it does. Stupid. Think about it.
Love story. It's a love story. Coming
She's
up
so
on
self-centered,
the
she doesn't even
Attack
see
on
it.
Titan. Wait.
Oh, she's a new character. Nincompoop. Yeah.
外国のエルディア人に対する敵意はここの日じゃない。
じゃあ、なおさら何もしないわけにはいかないでしょ。
Wait, so are there Eldians even in the other countries being
Yeah,
suppressed?
yeah. Spread across the mainland.
悪魔じゃありませんって。
どうやって？
Again, like just like the
あ
way
ん
the
たの
Jews
見
were
返したいっ
treated.
て気持ちはよーくわかるけど、卑屈にしてたらま
But it's funny in Japanese how they sometimes use the word they don't say Eldians, they say Gaikokujin, which is foreigners.
Oh.
It's interesting the way they chose to subtitle that.
評価はより確実になるわね。
God.
悪魔に見えてきた。
You
あんたら今度ファルコひいきしたら泣かすから。悪魔じゃねえかよ。
crazy.
マガト隊長だ。
Talking to the yep.
いいえ、軍は国家のものです。そして、この
Oh,
国の
wow.
最高司令官はあなたです。
So he really is like
Right.
それは少し
very high up.
私はソーダリンを握ったものだ。その者どもによると、我が家にはすでにネズミが入り込んでいる。
Oh, it's not the
You
port.
no, you talking about his family or something else, right?
グレーガーさんのおかげです
Yeah.
よ。
Oh boy.
俺も進まないとな。
Ah, I caught that.
故郷に帰るとするよ。
Setsuge! That's the same shit that Eren would say.
Mm-hmm.
Move forward, charge.
Oh, it's definitely him.
The form of just the form of Japanese he used was just exactly
Oh.
something that Eren would say. I mean, Commander Irwin would say. That was cool.
区の診療医のイエーガーだ。ここにはたまにお茶を飲みに来る。
That's
はじめまして。クルーガーです。
that's convenient.
クルガー君。
Jaeger.
あの子にお使いを頼むのはおやめなさい。
What the hell?
疑いをかけられては
No, that's a good point. That's a good point,
無
though.
駄になってしまう。あの日息子は妹を連れて壁を出た。
Ooh.
Wait a second.
厳しくしすぎたんだ。
Oh my god, wait, is that his grandfather?
Right. I told you his name was Jaeger, so I'm like,
Oh! Oh my god, that didn't click!
oh. So he's not a doctor. I mean, he was a doctor, but he's a patient now.
Oh wow.
Holy shit. I knew you. I just,
Oh my
that
God,
had to
I'm
be, that was way
such an
more than a
idiot.
coincidence. Damn, that is his grandfather. Holy shit.
Wow. I was a server. Oh no. I was not that kind of server.
ワインを着物にこぼしてしまいまして手を借りていましたの。ありがとう。
それは大変です。どうぞこちらへ。
どうして？
あなたがどんな目に
Right, exactly. She just
Oh,
saved
she's
your
an
life.
ally.
She just saved your life.
東洋から来た
Hizuru?
ヒーズル
Where
国
the
の
hell
人
is
だ。
An
that?
Easterner.
Hizuru?
We haven't heard that country.
Willy Tybur. Oh my god, a Negro. We got some colored people up in here finally.
Nambia!
Oh, great.
Wait,
Okay.
is that her name or is that the country?
Right,
they're
is
from?
that where they're from?
新たな祝杯をあげようではありませんか。それでは
Yeah, they're all desperate at this point for resources.
Mm,
Paradise Island is the last
あ
place
り
to
が
get
とう
it.
ございます。大使殿のジョークは大変高度な代物でした。
oh, interesting.
しかしお客様は共通語が聞き取れなかったようなので、あとは私にお任せを。
So I guess it didn't go well.
No.
この終わりのない問題に対して一つの回答を導き出し
Oh
ました。
no. What is he gonna
その
say?
回答を明日、私が初演出を務める舞台で
This dude's
披露
pulling
さ
a
せていただきます
theater production.
偉大なる劇作家と
What the hell? I knew, like. Okay, okay. He loves the show.
So he's
Don't
trying
tell me
not
that's the
to
whole
make the
episode.
Eldians the enemy anymore, or at least the ones that are in there internally.
Right. But it went over because he was too straightforward. They were like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
外の人たちが収容区にいっぱい入ってきて、いろんな出店を開いてんだよ。食え。
The
これが祭りか。行くぞ。
Interesting. So
They're having a Wonder Woman ice cream moment. Ice cream! You
gonna crack a smile, Reiner? Okay, go for it. Yeah.
何かが変わりそうな気がする
Definitely
の
is.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely is.
Nah, there
That's
definitely has to
it.
be. Yeah, there definitely has to be a little spin after that.
Oh boy.
楽しんできたか？あれ？ファルコは？
さっき知り合いを見つけたとかでどっか行きました。
大丈夫かあいつ？
Oh, I think I know. Oh.
行けばわかりますよ。
You think Eren's gonna be there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He
jump
sent
his ass?
the kid. He sent the kid to get him.
Yep. Yep.
There he is. Oh!
来ましたよ。
よ、4年ぶりだな、ライナー。
4 years. Oh my gosh.
Oh, come on. Nice. Damn it.
Ah!
Damn it. There you have it, guys. The episode continues. The drama continues. But like I'm saying, as I was saying right from the beginning, you know, Eren is basically becoming what Reiner was and what he still is. It's a conflict of interest. And, you know, something to keep in mind is we just saw Eren essentially, I don't know if, I'm sure he figured it out, but he met his grandfather. And we know,
think he knew his grandfather was there.
and Eren knows his father's memories. So it shouldn't have been that hard. And it's not like he was speaking in code. He was like, look, I'm Jaeger. Like, he knows what his last name is. Like, that's legit. That was actually the biggest part of the show. But biggest interesting thing is that he ended up seeing his grandfather. That's crazy, man. I honestly didn't think, like, and then now that I think about it, I see why they're kind of treating him good too. Because remember, Zeke, I didn't see Zeke. Oh, well, we saw Zeke just a little bit at the end, but you know, because Zeke is a Titan and he's part of the warrior program and he's one of the most respected Eldians. You know, they hooked his grandfather up even when he was going crazy or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You know, if Zeke was the one that ratted out, you know, if anything, yeah, if anything, it's Eren's grandparents that got his son, well, yeah, Eren's dad, Jaeger, Grisha, got all of them locked up. Like, that is the craziest thing, actually, to think about how that kind of all comes around. Because, you know, I'm sure Zeke, he knew, like, he snitched on his own parents, but he didn't know how to do it, who to call. That was legit the grandparents that sold him out. It's crazy.
You think so?
Of
No,
course.
I don't think.
Of course.
I don't
Like,
think it was.
Zeke
no.
was just a boy.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be very easy. You could just go to a guard and say,
No,
"Listen, I have
no,
information."
because you got to also remember is the fact that when we see Zeke being told everything by his parents about their version of the story, we see Zeke absorbing it, and then the next thing you see is him behind his grandparents, snitching on the parents, snitching on his own parents, and then the next thing we see Grisha and Dinah Fritz after getting dragged out to the wall. So yeah. So that's what's wild to me. It's like Eren's grandfather is not, I wouldn't say cherished, but he's getting some, you know, he's being treated as
he's getting special treatment, and it's exactly what he was referring to when he was talking about
exactly
the other the boy whose name is.
And if we dive deeper into it, if we do dive deeper into it, remember, if anything, it's very possible that Eren's grandfather feels that Grisha, his son, is responsible for for getting his daughter killed. Do you see what I'm saying?
You think so?
Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why, because like, okay, back to just the other week I was watching this this go down. Eren remembers Grisha's memories or something like that, and first they go past the internment gate, and that's one of the reasons the grandfather,
right, to see the blimps,
right, very wary of that. He said he'll never forget how that happened. His son let his daughter out there, and the daughter got eaten by.
Okay, so that's okay. So he blames. Okay, I see it now. He blames the responsibility of sneaking out in the first place and putting both him and his little sister in danger. Okay,
right,
I get it.
And then after that, it was the whole like you saw crazy ass look of his father. He was like, because the whole thing was like the military police were like, yo, you need to knock some sense into this kid, and that's why you see Eren's grandfather telling Grisha everything, going over the history and pointing. And,
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't going through to Grisha, but it definitely went through to Zeke. So, and then other than that, for me, the Tybur, I didn't realize how much military power, like, his full name is William Tybur, or Willy Tybur. I want to believe that he's essentially the Titan. I'd be very disappointed if
I want to believe it too, but I feel like he's not, just because he's such an important figurehead. I feel like they wouldn't want to send him out into the battle.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He's so elegant and like, yeah. Go ahead.
I think it might be like one of his children, if anything. And I think it's going to cause some sort of issue, because maybe they won't be like, because I'm just trying to think of how the writer can make this story interesting.
Right.
Or like, like add an element of like surprise. So I feel like maybe it's one of like those kids that we saw, or like maybe one of the rowdy ones, or one of the older ones who was kind of quiet. And
I was either thinking it's an older one. It could be one of the kids. It's just that my thing with the Warhammer, because the thing we have to also keep in mind is that they need to pass that down. It's only 13 years. So you're really gonna give the power of a Titan to a young kid, and they only live to be 20 or so. That's kind of ridiculous. That's
I mean, well, they do it with these kids, but I guess because
they're older.
They're your family.
Yeah.
But because I was gonna say, because it's like your own family member, then I feel like you would want to wait longer, possibly. Kind of like what the other royal family did with that sister who was much older
about the other
at
Fritz.
The time.
Yeah. Family. And then I thought it was kind of interesting that they used Kruger, but that might be German for something else. I thought Freddy Krueger, but no. Eden Kruger or whatever. I was also thinking it might be an anagram where you could still get Eden out of, but it's not. So, what am I talking about? You could almost get Jaeger actually out of Kruger, which is actually.
But you would need to put the K somewhere.
Right. But okay, I just thought it might be an anagram or something like that.
I think it's
we saw some dark people. That was interesting. Like they had to give them a world situation there. But I am interested in seeing this theatrical play and announcement. But
it reminds me very much of the Nazis and like the huge like propaganda that they would put out into Germany.
So much here.
And
there's so much here,
a mix with like the Nazis and like I want to say like medieval times when performances and plays and stuff. So I think it's a literal, like when he said a play, I think it's a literal play, like a literal performance.
No, I agree. I agree. That's exactly what they're trying to do as a way to inspire propaganda and the thing he's trying to do. But the real question is like William Tybur. I'm not calling him Willie. That's not William Tybur. We're talking about Attack on Titan's very own Sephiroth here. I'm just really wondering, like, he really feels like some sort of responsibility, because I guess the Tyburns were the ones that really put the Marleys down early on. Like they were the ones that took care of it, and that's one of the reasons they have controlling interests. Over,
from what I'm understanding, that statue that represents that person stabbing the Titan through the head, I think that represents his
the last
family
Titan
line.
on the mainland, or something like
that. I think that's his family
King
line,
Titan,
and that's why they were calling him that name, which slips my mind right now because I'm kind of tired. But what were they calling him? The people were calling him something like the descendant of something, or
something like that. The commander.
Yeah, I think that's what they were alluding to, and also the fact that he's one of the. It seems like he's the last remaining like royal family that hasn't disappeared or.
Right, and like they're saying how he holds the will of like it's a lot of weight landing on him. Like to me, honestly, I feel like there's nobody else that could be a Warhammer Titan, because the way he's talking like he's relived, he's living everybody's generations in his hands, and like he just doesn't know how to really. That's why he's never tried to grab the wheel, rip his fingers off. But I'm not gonna lie, you know, they keep introducing some new characters, very Game of Thrones-ish, but I'm not gonna lie, this last dude that they just introduced, he's got me a bit captivated, only because he's not so one-dimensional. Like
I love that.
Yeah, you see that he kind of has sympathy for the Marleys, and he wants to kind of end this situation, like this ongoing war and all that.
But I also think it comes from a very like egotistical. Like it might on the surface seem like I agree.
In the war, as long as he remains in charge, type of deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Bringing peace and prosperity through an iron fist, so to speak. So,
and also just to like get rid of the Eldians in his population. If you
not just that, because remember, as we discussed last episode and the episodes before, is I'm sorry, now I'm getting it mixed up. Not the Marleys, but the Marleyans. Eldians, right? He stabbed the Eldians, but the Marleyans in general are having problems with the rest of the world. Like they need to show their strength, so they're trying to show their strength at the same time, because they're beefing with people on the world we haven't seen yet, and that's why it was so awkward to try to call peace and like bury the hatchet. That's why everybody gave that old dude a shook look. It's a very interesting thing. I'm sure we're going to get more history, and I'm sure the manga covers a lot more that we haven't really seen with the Tybur family, and that's why the crowd reacts in such a way. Like they love this dude, but you know, anybody else that's preaching what he's trying to say, they're giving a weird look. But I guess we'll find out as I'm sure it'll get laid out a lot more in the next episode. So, yeah.
I'm excited for the next episode. I think it's going to be one of the best episodes yet of the season.
You might be right. And like I'm saying, I feel like I think we're going to get to a certain point, like the halfway point of the season, and that's when we're going to start seeing things switch over from the perspective of the heroes that we, just that, Mikasa, Levi. I have a feeling we're not going to see little to no Mikasa or Levi until half the season is over.
I agree.
Perspective, that's what
I totally agree. Yeah.
All right, guys, full reaction is available on Patreon. We tried to keep this one short for you because I know we're getting these out like 2 days later than everybody else, but it is what it is. And in order to get some more views, we want to keep this shorter, because when people be seeing 50 minutes, they're just like, what? I'm not clicking on that. All right. Till next time, y'all, and we will see you in a brand new year, 2021. Let's hope that next year brings you peace and prosperity, and we crush all them Eldian dirty people.
No, we crush the Marleyans.
No, those scummy, poor Eldians. You know, all Eldian lives do not matter.
Oh my God!
All Marleyan lives matter. The red stripe and yellow stripe lives, or whatever. You guys. Oh my God. So, we'll see you guys next week, and Happy New Year. Be safe out there. And that's it.
Wear a
Okay?
mask.
Please do. Honestly, please do that, guys. I'm trying to finish this season, man. You don't understand. I'm trying to live my life. I ain't trying to get that Titan curse 13 months to live and shit, you know? Nah, man. I'm trying to live my life here. I'm trying to survive enough that I can at least finish Attack on Titan. Please,
Exactly.
son.
All the more reason.
All lives matter. We're out, guys. Peace.